I saw a disturbing YouTube ad. Has anyone else seen it? After work, I do the exact same thing every day. I crack open a cold can of Diet Dr. Pepper, put my feet up, and watch an hour or two of funny videos on YouTube. I always plan to do something productive, cook a healthy dinner, go for a run, make progress on my paintings, but I never do. I'm always too exhausted from work to do anything else. I don't think humans were built to work 8 hours a day. Sitting in the same room, at the same desk, in front of the same computer. I think we're just forced to accept this as the norm because greedy CEOs have made it the norm. But I digress. All you need to know is that tonight was no different than any other night. I popped the can open, put my feet up, opened my laptop, clicked on a funny YouTube video about the ridiculousness of Twilight, but then I froze. I'd expected an ad to pop up. Instead, there was a message over where the video should play bold white letters over black. Your video will start shortly. Would you like to view a 15-second ad? Or remove 15 seconds from your life? I squinted at the screen. What? I'd never seen anything like this. I looked down at where the progress bar would be, thinking it was actually an ad itself. But there wasn't any bar, and there wasn't a skip button either. What is this? After staring at it for a minute, I decided it must be some new thing YouTube was rolling out. Like when, instead of an ad, they show you some sort of poll. Is this ad relevant to you? Have you ever bought anything from these companies? Help our sponsor by answering the following question. My mouse hovered over the two buttons. 15-second ad. Remove 15 seconds of life. Out of curiosity, I clicked the latter. The video started playing. Immediately, no ad. Well, that's cool. When the video was over, I popped some leftovers in the microwave and started another video. Again, instead of an ad, I got the same prompt. Your video will start shortly. Would you like to view a 30-second ad? Or remove 30 seconds from your life? I let out a little laugh and clicked on Remove 30 seconds of life. The video started to play. But only a few seconds into the video, I heard the microwave beep. Already? I put it on for 1 minute. There's no way it's already done. Confused, I paused the video and walked into the kitchen. The microwave had stopped its cycle. I pulled out the food and it was warm, but it was only in there for like 10 seconds. A sense of unease settled in my stomach. I picked up my bowl of mushy chicken Alfredo and walked back to the computer. Then I clicked on another video. Your video will start shortly. Would you like to view a 30-second ad? Or remove 30 seconds from your life? My cursor hovered over the remove button, but something stopped me. Something felt off. The food. It was almost like. I shook my head. There was no way. It was almost like I skipped ahead in time. That's impossible, I muttered to myself. But then I had an idea. I pulled out my phone, put it on the counter, and pulled up the stopwatch. I hit the stopwatch, then I immediately clicked Remove 30 seconds of life. The video started immediately, but when I looked down at the stopwatch, my heart dropped. It read 32 seconds. No. There was no way 30 seconds had gone by. I just clicked the button a few seconds ago. What the fuck? My heart pounded in my ears. I glanced around the room. Then I tried it again. My finger shook as I lowered it onto the phone screen. Tap. Click. The stopwatch read 32 seconds, but it didn't feel like 30 seconds. It felt like 2 seconds. Anxiety slipped into me like lead, weighing me down. My legs felt weak. I picked up the phone and texted my friend Chris. Can you come over? Or can I come over to your place? I need to talk to someone. I waited for a few minutes. He didn't reply. It was late, almost 10. I set the phone down and stared at the paused video, my heart pounding, and then I had another idea. I set my phone down on a shelf across from me, propped it up against some books, pressed the record button. Then I walked back over to my desk, sat down, and clicked on another YouTube video. Your video will start shortly. Would you like to view a 60-second ad? Or remove 60 seconds from your life? 60 seconds now. I sucked in a deep breath, glanced up at the phone, the black eye of the camera looking down at me. My cursor hovered over the remove button. I clicked. The video immediately began to play. I got up and walked over to the phone, picked it up and stopped the recording. The length of the video was 1 minute, 17 seconds. What the fuck? I went over to the sink and splashed water on my face, checked the clock a few times, pinched myself to make sure I wasn't dreaming. Then I picked my phone back up. The recording was still there, all 1 minute, 17 seconds of it. This is so fucking weird. I sat back down. Then I opened the video and, with a deep breath, pressed play. I watched myself walk over to the seat in front of the computer. Then I sat down. I held my breath as my fingers went to the touchpad, clicking the remove button. Click. Video me stared at the computer screen with incredible intensity, like I was watching the most riveting thing I'd ever seen in my life. My mouth hung slightly open, and my normally fidgety hands were still on the desk. I was just staring with everything in me. At first, no audio came out of the computer's speakers. I was expecting a loud jingle for an insurance company or a chirpy female voice telling me about laundry detergent, but it was just silence. Until 10 seconds in, I heard a high-pitched whine ... A T sounded like the noise old TVs make when you leave them on, or ringing in your ears. A mechanical tone so high-pitched, it's almost out of the range of human hearing. And when the tone sounded, Video Me's hands flew to the keyboard, and they began feverishly typing. I stood there, frozen, watching the video, watching my fingers race across the keyboard, my eyes staring at the screen with absolute concentration, my mouth still hanging open. I thought I could see a silvery strand of drool falling from my lips onto the desk. What the actual fuck? I briefly glanced away from the phone to my desk and noticed a small puddle of liquid shining in the low light. What was I typing? Was the ad or whatever YouTube was showing me? Was it making me do this? Because I looked dazed, hypnotized, controlled. As the video approached its end, I saw Video Me snap out of it. I closed my mouth. My hands started to fidget. I got out of the seat and walked towards the phone on the shelf. And that was it. I stood there frozen, the silence ringing in my ears. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. It was conspiracy-level stuff. YouTube is mind controlling people through ads that erase time. Quick, block YouTube on every device that you own. If I had been on anything, hell, if I'd even had a glass of wine, I would have blamed it on that in an instant. But I was stone cold sober. I walked back over to the computer and put my hand on the screen, about to close it, but then I paused. I couldn't see the computer screen in the video. It was the wrong angle. But if I put the phone behind me, I could see what I was typing ... No. You're not doing that again. My inner voice instantly protested. Close the laptop and get out of here. But I couldn't. Curiosity was tugging at me. I had to know what I was doing. I quickly propped the phone up behind me and sat back down at the computer. I clicked on another video. Your video will start shortly. Would you like to view a 60-second ad? Or remove 60 seconds from your life? I took a deep, shuddering breath. Then I clicked remove. The video instantly began to play. but I knew that was just from my point of view. I grabbed my phone from behind me, and sure enough, the recording time read 1 minute, 6 seconds. I swallowed, and then I hit play. What I saw was so ridiculous that I should have laughed. It should have been the funniest thing I saw all week. But instead, I stared at the screen, my heart plummeting further and further. Where the ad had been, there was instead a text box. In it, I was typing the same 6 words over and over. I want to buy Sparkle detergent. I want to buy Sparkle detergent. I want to buy Sparkle. I must have written it 50 times before the minute was up. Then the text box disappeared, and the video started to play. I watched video me get up, turn around, and turn off the recording. I slammed the laptop shut and went straight to bed, my heart racing in my chest. When I couldn't sleep, pulled out my phone and began searching for this phenomenon. Typing keywords into Google like weird YouTube ad, YouTube remove 30 seconds from life, etc. Nothing came up, but it doesn't end there, because I could have sworn it was around 2:30 a.m. when I started searching. And I could have sworn I spent no more than a half hour Googling. But when I checked the time after closing out of all my tabs, it was nearly 4 a.m. I think I lost an entire hour, and I have no way of finding out what happened when I was typing, or watching, or being brainwashed to buy in that hour.